David Baddiel has announced that his father Colin died on Tuesday, saying he has left a huge hole in my sky. The comedian, 57, took to Twitter to post a touching tribute to his dad and shared a childhood snap of them together with other family members. Alongside the post, he wrote, "My dad Colin Baddiel died earlier tonight. Thanks so much to all of you who sent unbelievably lovely messages about him in response to all my posts over the years. He leaves a huge hole in my sky." David received an outpouring of well wishes from his followers, including Piers Morgan, who wrote, "So sorry to hear this, David. He seemed such a wonderful character and I loved your relationship. R.I.P. Colin." Fellow comedian Sarah Millican wrote, "So sorry for your loss, David the 10th, while Jenny Eclair added, "Oh David, that's so sad, love to you all." Shoppy Corsandi wrote, "David, I'm so sorry to hear this. My condolences to you and your family. Thank you for sharing such sweet and funny posts about him. It was lovely to see your relationship 30. Meanwhile, Reverend Richard Cole said, "Long life, David. And lots of love." David's father Colin had Pick's disease, which is a type of frontotemporal dementia. Symptoms of the condition can include personality and behavior changes, language problems, and issues with memory. The comedian previously discussed his dad's condition on Channel 4 documentary The Trouble with Dad back in 2017. David revealed in the show that he felt frightened of his father at times. He made the confession after a discussion with his brother Ivor about his father's care, saying, "I think one of the things that makes it difficult for us to imagine looking after our dad, is that on some level we are both still frightened of him." His father's brash personality, which David added always included a lot of swearing, had been heightened to a degree that proved uncomfortable for David. This resulted in sexually inappropriate remarks that he didn't want his children, Dolly and son Ezra in particular, to hear, and so he temporarily stopped them from seeing him. "I'm always trepidatious about going to see my dad, particularly with anybody else," he explained about Colin's difficulty meeting people. He says a lot of sexual stuff, "It's inappropriate, we can't take the children, they don't want to go anyway." He would swear, and he is quite liable to say something sexual to my daughter. David, who previously shared his concerns about eventually suffering from dementia himself, also recalled the type of relationship he and his brothers had with their father growing up. He said, "I've never had a Hollywood father-son relationship with my dad, it's mainly abusive banter. But now what has happened is the dementia has made it more extreme. I think I would like to have some proper emotional connection with him before he dies. But I don't know how that is going to happen now." Filmed over the course of a year, David explained how after the sudden death of his mother Sarah Fabian Baddiel in 2014, at the age of 75, he was forced to repeatedly tell his father that she had passed.